years, and I am now failing at retirement. But I am thrilled to be here with you this afternoon. And with that, I'd like to call our first speaker to the podium, Lynda Smith. Good afternoon, Ms. Smith, and we welcome you.
Good afternoon. I'm so glad that you're doing this. It really is a public service. My name is Pastor Lynda Smith. I'm a retired minister. My last congregation was down in Athens, Ohio, and I live on the north side of Columbus now. I'd like to congratulate the Columbus Police Department on recognizing that the Guardian model is more effective than the Warrior model, but I think more is needed. Police work is to protect and serve, and police officers also face danger. The tougher neighborhoods have social problems, we all know. Problems that the police can't solve: poverty, drug abuse, mental illness. Not only can police suffer trauma, they come in contact with citizens dealing with their own trauma. So how can the Columbus Police build mutual trust with a citizen under those conditions? How can neighborhoods be policed effectively so they can be real partners in making communities safer and healthy? Because right now, I feel there are too many injured police officers, people dead or imprisoned unnecessarily, families grief-stricken, and wrongful death suits against the city. The best practice, in my mind, is trauma-informed policing, including crisis intervention training. Trained officers recognize that there's a continuum of ways to gain control of a situation. Sometimes reasonable force just means talking. We don't need any more tragic stories of a person with a serious mental illness killed by the police. Such situations are usually happen because of miscommunication or missed cues. Standard police training my understanding is to issue commands, and if the command is not followed, to become more aggressive. These tactics are sometimes necessary, but it's exactly the wrong thing to do with a person who has mental illness, developmental disorder, or a history of untreated trauma. Trauma-informed policing is more than a technique. It's a culture change. It's a paradigm shift that has been done effectively in other cities of comparable size to Columbus, like Indianapolis, like Memphis and Nashville, Tennessee, I believe. They started with a 40-hour training of all officers, not just the new recruits or volunteers like they do in Columbus, everybody. And they also had a chief who carried out the reinforcement of using those methods. So it's both training and it comes from the top. And I also think that there's not enough acknowledgement that the police carry their own trauma. When police learn to cope better with stress, they have more resilience and control when they're on the job.
Thank you.